You're watching the Thomas and Friends Party on Nick Jr.
It was an icy day on the island of Sodor. The engines were working very hard. They didn't mind the cold because they had toasting hot fireboxes to keep them warm. That evening, the Fat Controller came to the sheds. "There's a big freeze coming tonight," he said. "James and Percy are to deliver extra coal to the stations." "Yes, sir," they said eagerly, and the Fat Controller drove away. "You'd better hurry," teased Thomas, "or Scary Jack Frost might get you." "Who's Jack Frost?" Percy whistled nervously. "Don't be silly," sniffed James. "Jack Frost is not scary." "Yes, he is," teased Thomas. "He's all white with a big spiky face." "Rubbish," said James. James knew Jack Frost wasn't scary, but poor Percy wasn't so sure. Percy shivered. "Jack Frost is not scary. Jack Frost is not scary. Jack Frost is not scary." Meanwhile, James puffed along his route. "Silly Percy," he thought. "All steamed up over Jack Frost." Percy made his last delivery. The station master was very pleased to see him. "Oh, Percy," he cried, "we need twice as much coal to last through this freeze." "Don't worry," Percy said. "This is my last stop. You can have mine." So Percy's driver parked him in a siding with only a lantern for company. "Do you think Scary Jack Frost will find me?" said Percy. "Jack Frost's not scary," chuckled his driver. "And don't worry, Elizabeth will bring you some more coal in the morning." And then his driver and fireman went home to bed. Late at night, the icy wind howled. It started to snow. Soon, Percy's face was so cold an icicle hung from his nose. "Oh, bother," Percy stuttered, but it didn't sound like Percy. It was so cold he could hardly make a sound. At last, James was on his way back to the sheds. In the fog, he saw shadows and strange and scary shapes. "Scary Jack Frost," he whispered nervously. "Pah!" "Hello, James," muttered Percy icily. "Scary Jack Frost!" cried James, and he raced away as fast as his wheels could carry him. He didn't stop until he got back to the sheds. The next morning, Elizabeth brought plenty of coal. "Oh, my dear," Elizabeth chuffed to Percy. "It looks like Jack Frost really got you then." The firelighter started Percy's fire. Soon his ice mask melted away. "So Scary Jack Frost is only frost," tooted Percy happily. And soon he was as warm as toast. When Percy arrived at the sheds, James was bragging to the other engines. "I saw Scary Jack Frost last night," James huffed. "He even knows my name." "He also knows that you ran away," teased Percy. And all the the engines whistled, including James, but Percy's was the loudest whistle of all. The Fat Controller's engines are proud of how useful they are. It makes them feel important, but none of them feels more important than Gordon. Watch out, Gordon wished. You'll get my paint all sooty. Pulling trucks is a sooty job, teased Salty, but then you wouldn't know. Of course not, Gordon huffed importantly. Express engines don't pull trucks. It wouldn't be dignified. Dinghy-fried, puzzled Percy. What's that? Dignified, Gordon corrected. It means someone's too big for his buffers, teased Salty. Pah, said Gordon, and he puffed away. That evening, fog covered the island of Sodor. Everything slowed down, and soon the docks were packed with waiting trucks. This caused confusion and delay. The Fat Controller came to the sheds. He was in a great hurry. "Henry, Thomas and Percy," he said, "you must go to the docks immediately." "Yes, sir," they whistled. Then the Fat Controller turned to the big blue engine. "You too, Gordon," he said. "I need a big engine to take the trucks where they won't be in the way." "Trucks!" puffed Gordon. He could not believe what he had heard. Gordon wasn't happy to be pulling trucks. He waited impatiently while they were shunted into place. Hurry up, chuffed Gordon crossly. "Why the rush, Gordon?" asked Thomas. "If I must pull trucks, then I'll show Salty how an express engine pulls trucks," Gordon huffed. "Careful, Captain," Salty tooted. "You don't want to get too big for your buffers." But Gordon ignored Salty. The next morning, Gordon raced along with his heavy load. "Now this is how you pull trucks," he puffed. But the signalman had accidentally left the point switched to the branch line. Gordon rattled through the junction. "That's strange," he exclaimed. "I'm on the branch line." "Oh no," the signalman cried. "Express trains aren't supposed to go that way." But it was too late. Gordon had already raced into the distance. The old branch line was weak and rusty. There were signs warning all the trains to go slow. But Gordon ignored the signs. "I'm an express engine, I don't go slow," he said. And he went even faster. The branch line couldn't take his weight, and the rails buckled. "Oh, help!" Gordon cried as he slid off the tracks and into a field. No one was hurt, but poor Gordon felt very undignified. "What will the Fat Controller say?" he groaned. He found out soon enough. "Well, Gordon," the Fat Controller said, "you wanted to show Salty a thing or two, and you've certainly done that. You've shown him how silly it is to ignore go-slow signs." "Sorry, sir," said Gordon, and he let out a sad wheesh of steam. Gordon was soon repaired and back at the docks ready for work, but he was very unhappy with himself. "Everyone makes mistakes," said Thomas, "even you." "Salty, sorry he teased you," puffed James. "And I'm sorry I was too big for my buffers," chuffed Gordon. And all the engines gave a jolly toot, even Gordon. The Fat Controller's engines love being shiny and clean. It makes them feel cheerful as they puff across the island of Sodor. Percy often has the dirtiest work to do, but he likes to be clean as well as any other engine. So washdowns are important to Percy. But the Fat Controller had bad news. "Due to a water shortage," he said, "no engine shall have more than one washdown a day. Usefulness before cleanliness," he added, and left. Percy was upset. "I get dirty," he complained. "I need washdowns. Gordon only does it to feel important." "I am important," Gordon sniffed. "I'm an express engine." "You're a pouty puffer, Percy," teased James. "No, I'm not," wheezed Percy, and he chuffed away. Percy was loading trucks at the docks. He was trying extra hard to stay clean, but the troublesome trucks were being naughty. As Percy pushed them under the coal chute, they sang out. On, they cried. Percy found himself under the chute, and coal dust flew everywhere. "Oh, no," coughed Percy, "I'm filthy." Percy felt awful, but he knew he had to carry on. On the way to Callan Station, the troublesome trucks teased Percy even more. "Clickety-clack, don't look back, dirty Percy's on our track." "Be quiet," Percy snapped. When Percy arrived at Callan Station, he was very upset. "From now on, I'm only doing work where I won't get dirty," he said. Harold the helicopter was at Callan Station picking up medical supplies. "Hello, Percy," he called. And he took off, blowing cinders and ashes everywhere. "Not again," Percy cried. "I want a washdown." "Usefulness before cleanliness," reminded his driver. "I want to be useful where I can't get dirty," Percy huffed. "There's a load of sugar going to the chocolate factory," his driver said. "We could take the sugar trucks." "Sugar," said Percy. "That's nice and clean." Percy was pleased. Percy didn't know that earlier a leaky truck had spilled oil on the track. When he approached the chocolate factory, his driver applied the brakes, but Percy's wheels just skidded on the oily rails. "Oh no!" hooted Percy. Yuck! He groaned. "I've never been this dirty." He was covered from funnel to firebox in sticky, gooey chocolate. Back at the sheds, everyone thought it was very funny. "You look good enough to eat," Thomas hooted. "Pudding, Percy," teased James. "Chalk ice on wheels," chipped in Henry. "Disgraceful," said Gordon pompously. "Ahem," said a stern-sounding voice. It was the Fat Controller. "You have had a trying day, Percy," he said. "Yes, sir," replied Percy from beneath the chocolates. "But you've shown us all that usefulness does come before cleanliness. So," he added, "you shall have your washdown." "Oh, sir." "And a new coat of paint." Percy just beamed. They are twins. They play together. They shunt trucks together. They even get up to naughtiness together. Wherever you find Bill, you will find Ben. Wherever you find Ben, you will find Bill. The Fat Controller had come to inspect his quarry engines. He found that Mavis and Bill were in fine working order. "Unfortunately, Ben," the Fat Controller said, "your buffers are damaged. You must report to the engine works immediately for a new set of buffers. Mavis, you will have to work with Bill until Ben returns." "Yes, sir," replied Mavis, and the Fat Controller drove away. Ben was happy. "I'm going to get new buffers," he gloated to Bill. "Well, I should get new buffers too," Bill complained. "We're twins, we do everything together." "But you don't need new buffers," Ben teased. "You're only getting new buffers because you're clumsy," snorted Bill enviously. "No, I'm not." "Yes, you are." "No, I'm not." "Yes, you are." "Will you two stop being grouchy?" Mavis scolded. "Now, come on, Bill, we've got work to do." Ben couldn't wait to get new buffers. Later, Bill watched as Ben chuffed away to the engine works. He was green with envy. He wanted new buffers too. Bill returned to his job, but he wasn't thinking about work. All he could think about was Ben's new buffers. "Ooh," said Bill. Phew. "Be careful," said Mavis, "and stop thinking about Ben's new buffers." Bill tried thinking about birds. He tried thinking about trees. He tried thinking about anything but Ben and his brand new buffers. But it didn't work. I want new buffers too, he cried. Just be happy you're in good working order, said Mavis. It's not fair, Bill huffed, and he wheeshed soot all over Mavis. Bill, gasped Mavis. Oops, sorry, said Bill. Bill tried his best to get on with his work, but the troublesome trucks had spotted a chance for a tease. Poor Bill, he works, he suffers, while Ben, his twin, gets brand new buffers. This made Bill very cross. I might not have new buffers, he said, but I still know how to biff a truck. No, Mavis cried. But it was too late. Ben puffed into the quarry with his shiny new buffers just in time to hear, "Bust my buffers!" cried Bill. "I think you have," said Ben. When the Fat Controller arrived and saw Bill's broken buffers, he was not happy. "You have behaved badly, Bill," the Fat Controller said. "Do you have anything to say for yourself?" "Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir," said Bill. "Before you get new buffers," the Fat Controller continued, "I want you to think about what it means to be a responsible, reliable engine." "Yes, sir," answered Bill meekly. After the Fat Controller had left, Ben rolled up to Bill with his new buffers gleaming. "They are nice buffers," Bill said. "Thanks," Ben said. "I'm sorry I teased you." "That's all right," Bill said. "I was naughty too." "Of course you were," said Ben. "We're twins."
After the break.
This Sunday, Thomas is having a party. Start the day in celebration with party episodes from all your friends. Then at 12 o'clock, my party starts with Thomas and Friends stories one after the other until 6 p.m. My wife will make the cakes and sandwiches, and I'll be supervising the decorations. All the other engines are coming, and I'd like you to be there too. Join Thomas and Friends for Thomas's party, today at 12 p.m. on Nick Jr.
Chic boutique, Polly. Try this. Back in a snap. Quick, click, Polly's new trick. Load it up with clothes that stick. Quick, click, clothes that stick. Fashion is easy. Know the trick.
The new Quick Click Boutique set has magnetic clothes. Other sets with dolls you've sold separately.
Polly.
If you're stuck with an old, unreliable car because you can't get credit, don't worry, because at Yes Car Credit you could get a better car. And a service that's second to none. Just give us a call, and no matter what your credit history, we could approve you over the phone right away. Then just go along to your nearest showroom where a friendly advisor will agree a payment with you and help you choose from a wide range of makes and models to suit your budget. There's even a choice of cars from just 12 months old. We offer competitive interest rates, and you could use your old car as full deposit. All our cars are 125-point quality checked and come with 12-month AA vehicle membership as standard, so you can buy with complete confidence. We'll even give you 7 days to exchange the car if you change your mind. You can drive away the very same day, and with Yes Care, our special after-sales package, our service just keeps on going.
So call us now on 08000 111 24/7. Click on yescarcredit.net or see us in the yellow pages and discover why Britain's saying yes to Yes Car Credit.
It's what I eat, what I do. It's what I eat, what I do.
Get down to McDonald's. Enjoy the tastiest food and choose a cool Polly Pocket or Tony Hawk toy. One with every Happy Meal.
Hey kids, get on your skateboards and keep active for at least an hour a day.
You can't buy them in the shops. Just give them a call or go online.
And we'll help you get your ideal PC. Like this Dimension 3000 featuring the powerful Intel Pentium 4 processor for only £399. Other Dell desktops start from £329, including an Intel Celeron processor. All prices include £50 off, and if you buy now, you won't pay till 2006. You won't find Dell in the shop, so call or go online. Selected Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
Say, this herd's moving kind of slow, eh?
You should have turned left at the pyramid.
That's right? No, left is right.
No, I don't have any quarters.
Everyone's coming to enjoy the most magical summer ever at Disneyland Resort Paris. The only one missing is you. Discover our fantastic summer packages on 08705 030301. The magic is closer than you think.
For the very first time, own the Wiggles Magical Adventure movie, plus the video special Wiggle Time. It's Wiggle Time. It's a double bumper collection. Over 2 hours of fun. Dance and sing along to 46 fantastic songs. The Wiggles Magical Adventure feature-length movie, plus Wiggle Time. Out now.
With new Persil, the only pre-treatment we recommend is life. There's no need to pre-treat on hundreds of stains.
Do you remember the Clanners? Bagpuss, Paddington Bear, and King Rollo? Very fine indeed. Now you can revisit them on Noggin. Noggin brings you 2 hours of timeless treats. Classics for your child to discover and you to rediscover. How nice. It's on from 8 to 10 p.m. every night. So, wind down to bedtime with classics on Noggin. Tonight at 8 after Nick Jr.
My name's Hallie. We're cooking your pizza. It's yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy in my tummy.
We mix everything together.
1, 2. Get the sugar. And now we have to add it to the
Flour.
the last bit. There you go. Just right in the middle there. That's it. Okay, I think it's time to put the hand in the can.
It's so sticky. I got mucky hands.
I'm going to have to break a big bit off. This for now.
We're using a rolling pin. Now we put on cheese and ham.
Cheese. More.
You can put anything on your pizza. Now we put it in the oven.
Tea time.
Pizza, it's yummy, yummy. 8 more fruit and vegetables.
Actually, Allie, it's really good.
Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Big Chris.